humor. All she did was make everyone laugh. She was a basketball player. She was known as Sid, it was her nickname, because all the coaches knew her from her father, whose nickname was that. Danielle was small, quiet, cute, nice. She was Annie's best friend. Danielle was real nice, but I really liked Annie. She was really funny. She had a really low voice. Something had happened to her one time when she was sick, and I think she strained her vocal cords and it never went back to normal. So she had a real low voice, and when she was on the court and we were offense, you could hear her. All you could hear was her set it up and her low voice. Us three stayed together most of all week. When we were on the way to Notre Dame, Annie and Angie, a girl we met, would sing the songs that came on the radio. It was just so funny listening to Annie sing, especially when Fame was on the radio. That's when they got really rowdy. Annie and her low voice. I also met Doc Rivers and didn't really know who he was at first, but he talked at our next lecture, and he's a really nice guy. Plays on the Atlantic Hawks, and I got his autograph. I did good on my team. We were a good team, too. We always helped each other and made each other real confident. I did good, too. I didn't make too many points, but I did good, definitely. And the points that I did make were good. We were the champs. We won a trophy, too, and I had a great week. I got Annie and Danielle's phone numbers. They live in Hudson, New Hampshire, and I called their house once, but they went away to Cape Cod together and was going to be gone all summer. I guess they were expecting me to call because the person who talked to us on the phone asked me if it was Colleen, the person I met at camp. Melissa was just looking at me as if I am writing a book or something. Because she's there. Well, do you want to know how Lake Winnipesaukee was? Well, alright then, I had fun. But it wasn't the best we've had in Lake Winnie. The saddest thing is that it is most likely our last week in Lake Winnipesaukee. Well, Melissa's week wasn't made, mostly because Jamie didn't come at all. But she did talk to him. She went down the street and called him. He didn't say too much, I guess, but they did talk for a while. In fact, she talked too long because when she hung up the phone, the operator called and said she owes money. She didn't have any more money, so I said, too bad, and hung up. Lisa stayed half the week. Oh, Lisa stayed half the week. Wednesday through Saturday. She was glad to see everyone again, especially Keith. She was with him a lot during the time she was there. Oh, at Lake Winnipesaukee. Yes, she loves Keith. They love each other. There was one interesting... So I remember this when Lisa came. Yeah, that was a good week. I loved that week. We have pictures. Okay, there was one interesting night you should know about. It was Thursday night, and we all planned to go to the drive-in. But the only thing we planned was to go. Debbie and Dawn, Kayla and Josh came that day and was to stay the rest of the week. So Kayla and Josh came to the drive-in with us. Well, on with the story, all the kids wanted to see Ghostbusters too, except Melissa and me. And keep in mind how stubborn we are, as I figured out later that night. I remember this night. Well, anyway, all the kids were going to stay in Laurie and Ron's car, except Melissa and I and Kathy, that would go in Mom's car to see Karate Kid 2. But when we got to the drive-in, Kathy had a hissy fit and went in Laurie and Ron's car to see Ghostbusters 2 when she finally made up her mind. Okay, now before I go on with the rest of the night, let me tell you, my mother, you know, Bonnie Tien, well, she had a little too much to drink. I couldn't tell until the movie was going. to start, and she kept talking and talking and talking and talking. And then I knew it for sure. Don't ask me how the movie was, because I couldn't tell you. After 5 minutes into the movie, Laurie and Lisa came to our car and into. They said it was way too crowded in the other car, and I believe it. It was them two plus Big Ron and Little Ron and Christina and Kathy and Julie and Kayla and Josh all in one car. It was unbelievable. Well, they stayed the rest of the movie, but no one really saw the movie because of Mom asking if everyone can see, and Mom moving the mirrors and turning on and off the car and moving her seat around and changing the station that you hear the movie on. Plus, Laurie and Lisa would go to the bathroom all the time. You would think they had a bladder control problem. A few times, I was really nervous. I mean, my mom tried to smoke a cigarette. She was okay at first, but then she yells, "Oh no! Oh. I dropped it." At this point, I am ready to kill her. So as fast as we could, everyone jumped out of the car. She did find the cigarette, thank God. My mom did have to go to the bathroom once. We watched as she was walking to it. She saw some teenage boys and started talking to them and went in the bathroom. Lisa and I said we were sorry about that lady that just was talking to you. When she came back out, she said to her, "I guess you know them." When Mom came back in the car, we asked her what she first said to them. She said she never said one word to them. Yeah, right. Then, trying to watch the movie again, she would start the car and turn it off and put the windshield wipers on and turn the station and talk and mess up the seats. Finally, Lisa got so discouraged she took off with Julie. I forgot how Julie got in the picture. Mom was like, "Where did they go?" Laurie offered to drive us home after the movie, but Mom wouldn't let her, and I was getting scared. Finally, Lisa and Julie came back, and Mom yelled and ordered everyone in the car. Then I was scared. I thought she was going to take off out of the drive-in and kill us all. And we were in the car. I started to cry. Everyone else was quiet. Oh, I remember this. This sucked. Because she was just mental. This was not my happiest moment. Okay. So I started to cry. Everyone else was quiet, and I could have killed Laurie. She acted as if she was a kid too. Then finally my mom started to crack up, laugh. Well, when the movie ended, Mom made it over to the other side of the drive-in to Ron's car. Laurie and Melissa got out. Kathy came in. I could have killed Laurie and Ron for letting her drive us home. Well, anyway, they left and we stayed and watched the second movie, the one after Ghostbusters 2. Because now we were at the other side of the drive-in. Mom fell asleep through the whole movie. It was Harry Crumb. It was dumb. I was hoping we would stay overnight so she wouldn't have to drive us home, but Lisa said after the movie was over, the police would clear the place, so after the movie was over, we woke her up. She was probably still sleeping when she started. Okay, it's way past 15 minutes. I kind of just want to get through this. Yeah, it's almost done. Alright, here we go. She probably still sleeping when she started to drive, because she forgot to turn on her lights, her headlights. Then she couldn't reach the pedals because before she had been moving the seat. We finally start to go, and she runs over one of the things you put on your car so that you can hear the movie. But it popped back up. The ride back to the condo. The windshields were on, and it wasn't even raining. Well, that is a night I will never forget now. Mostly because I have the whole miserable night written out. Well, gotta go. Melissa is asleep, and it's 12:16. Alright, thanks for listening. Whatever tonight brings, I intend for it to be the best night ever. Ever, I say. Namaste. Hi, Bailey. You want to come say hi?